Hey, good morning, guys. Jim back here with you with another video. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know I've been really enjoyed the time off from work thoroughly. So I'm going to do an intro here this morning addressing a couple things or talking about a couple things. First of all, I'd have to go back and check, but I think it's been 1 year since I uploaded my first long form video. That's really what I sort of consider to be the launch of the channel. I'd done some shorts, but to officially have the channel, so thank you for the support of the channel. And then looking at the name of the channel, Hunting, Fishing, Praying, I came up with that years ago. I was having to reset an email account or something, and what was I going to put? Well, and it's not in the order, right? Or it should be fishing, hunting, or praying, hunting, fishing, or something to that effect. Praying be first, but I thought, well, hunting, fishing, praying, those were three things that that I do and I thoroughly enjoy. So when I decided to, and I couldn't name it hunting, fishing, praying, pocket knives, coins, collectibles, antiques, guns, Zippos, on down the line. So we went with hunting, fishing, praying. So, and I know I say we a lot, guys, but man, my wife really supports me doing videos, and my kids do too, and help me find things. And she does a lot of antiquing with me, and she's not really been on too many videos. But anyway, not to go down that rabbit hole. So we started the channel Hunting, Fishing, Praying. And when I started the channel, I wanted to talk about pocket knives and things like that. And things, mainly being knives, because that's what got me into this, wanting to do YouTube, is the community. But other things, well, I wanted to try to take you guys along some hunting trips and some fishing trips and show the gear. I don't want to be one of those channels that just show knives. We don't show them being used. I've tried to show them doing food or doing other tasks or things like that. I just don't want to I don't want to be, for me personally, my personal convictions of the channel, I don't want to just be ordering knives from eBay and then just unboxing them and showing them and sticking them in a cabinet and not using them. So when I had the idea for the channel, I was like, well, we'll show knives, and we'll show some knives we buy from eBay. We'll show some knives we find in the wild. That's where the biggest part of my collections came from. We'll also show some hunting and fishing. So it's like we start doing the channel, and last year my deer season was not very good. I passed on, I saw a couple small bucks and not the bucks that we wanted necessarily to take. So I thought, well, I'll harvest a doe for freezer meat, let those bucks grow. And it seemed like every time I saw a doe, it was like, man, it's getting late. I don't want to dress her in the dark and yada, 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 and end up letting her walk. Well, end up happening, I ran out of season and I hadn't harvested a doe. And that's not happened a whole lot since I've been hunting. And I did not grow up deer hunting at all. I got into hunting, deer hunting, when I was probably 20. And I got into turkey hunting probably when I was in my late 30s, maybe. But we grew up fishing when I was growing up, my dad. And then I had a retired first sergeant from the Army get me into hunting. I'm 50 now, so it's been about 30 years I've been deer hunting, and probably about 15 to 18 years really turkey hunting hard. So anyway, I wanted to take you guys along. No footage last year. And I thought, well, we'll get some in turkey season. Well, turkey season was bad. Randy at Georgia Adventure, a lot of my friends, now Brother Mickey Gray took one up in Kentucky, but a lot of my friends that were turkey hunting were not being very successful. So, well, then I got to do one fishing video early this year, taking you guys along, showed a Leatherman and the boat and everything. Well, I started having boat issues. And I was like, well, dadgum, what are we going to do? So anyway, here we are. We've harvested a deer. I made some posts on Instagram, made some posts on YouTube. I want to show this, give you guys an idea of the deer, what we had done, what I had done to take this deer. And I want the big focus to be not necessarily the deer or the rifle or anything else. I want it to be around these two awesome buck knives. Now guys, nothing wrong with Schrade, nothing wrong with any of these other brands, but these two bucks, I got to thinking this would be like my third or my second deer that I have field dressed with these two, with the combination of these two knives. But actually it's three, because I had taken a smaller 7 point earlier in 23. I did 2 in 23 and none in 24, and then this year field dressed this one. I do not do my own skinning and processing. I don't have anywhere to do it. My garage is packed full. I would love to be able to do that, have a sink, have the table, have the grinder. I'd love, one of these days I will. So I do my own dressing, but then I have to take it to a processor who also will do taxidermy work if needed. So anyway, guys, that's where I wanted to go with this. This video will focus around the hunting part of it. Finally, we get to do one, but also show some of the knives that were involved on that. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, about those knives and the edge. The rifle that I used on this trip. I've got several rifles, but nothing compared to a lot of guys, nowhere near the amount of pocket knives I have. But this one is a semi-automatic. It's got the clip out of it. It's got a little small 4-round clip that slides in there. Bolt's empty, so we're safe. It's a Browning 30-06 semi-automatic long track. These really got popular, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, I guess. I've had this one a while, killed several deer with it. But the 30-06 semi-automatic, and I like a 30-06. It's readily available where I'm at. I can duck into pretty much any Walmart and pick a box of 30-06 up. It's probably a little overkill for whitetail deer, but you know, here in East Tennessee, that seems to be the cartridge of choice. I've got a Leupold scope on that. Really like Leupold optics. Got a Browning sling on that. So anyway, that's the rifle. Someone had asked about a full loadout video, and there we go. Browning long track, semi-automatic, 30-06. So, but guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for all the support of the channel. And let's turn around, get on the table, watch a little video, talk about a couple really great Browning knives. I mean, still early, guys. Let's talk about a couple really nice buck knives. Hey guys, Jim back here with you. I just smoked a buck. I don't know if it's our target buck we've had on camera or not, but come down the stand and there's a spike. It was looking at me. Can't even get him to run off, so it looks like things are on here in East Tennessee. I think I piled this buck up good, just one shot, and he rolled down the hill, but we'll walk over and see him. Oh yeah, guys. Good buck. Good East Tennessee buck. Right here. Nothing wrong with this buck at all. Wow, cool. Made one of the best shots of the rifle I think I've made in a long time. Very good buck. Very good buck. Very happy with this buck. We'll get him out. Get him situated, guys, and we'll come back to you here in a minute. It's not the big buck that we had on camera, guys. I'm very thankful. God has surely blessed me this morning with taking a good buck and I'm very happy. We'll get him situated here, get some good pictures, but we'll be back with you shortly. All right, guys, we got our buck drug up here. Got him onto the main road bed. He's a good body deer for here for East Tennessee. But we're getting ready to start the process, and everybody has their own way. I use my, and I'll show you, I've got my buck 119 and my buck 110. And I've got other knives that I've used to do this. This is just what I had in my bag for this season, and it's been a pretty good combination that has worked pretty good for me. So stay tuned. Like I said, guys, this is what I use. 112, I'm sorry, 110 and a 119. That's been my go-to. I use my 110. I use my 110 to do all my outside cuts. That's my CJ buck. It's razor sharp to do my outside type cuts. And I use my 119 to do, this helps me to do some of the inside type stuff, you know, through some of that rib cage. Guys, everybody has their own way of doing things. But this is just what works for me. I've got that, I think it's the 113 my son got me, and I actually meant to throw that in my bag and I didn't think about it, but that's also a good knife to do that as well. But that's sort of has been my go-to the past couple years. I'm sitting on a hill here, so everything's sliding, but has been my sort of go-to to do deer, at least just to get them dressed, so we can get them out of the woods. So yeah, very happy with this deer. You can see a little better here. This animal did not suffer at all. I made probably one of the best shots I've ever made with a rifle, and just a good buck, good East Tennessee buck, good rack, good body in this buck too. And yeah, so we're gonna get him dressed out so we can get him out of the woods. Good rack, good width, really similar to the one that I took a couple years ago off the same farm, out of the same stand. So, but yeah, he's a good buck. You guys, I appreciate you sort of coming along for this journey. Like I said, this animal did not suffer. I thought I heard something walking behind the stand, and I turned around in the stand, and he was crossing the hill, I mean, in the thickest stuff possible. I think he's been outrunning bucks, or running does, I'm sorry, outrunning does, and his neck is swollen. He's definitely rut and got a lot of cedar on his rack or on his brow tines where he's been making rubs. I got up here this morning and saw a couple real big scrapes, so maybe by this deer, maybe by the other one, but definitely been rutting. And he was trying to slide in and go bed on the hillside over here in these cedars, and I saw him and I thought, oh man, that's a good buck. I had one spot and I had one time to stop him, and I shot him. He took no more steps. He literally fell, took like 2 rolls down the hill. So no suffering in this animal at all. But I'll show you that rack one more time where he's been really rubbing after it. You can see right there a lot of cedar. It's been running does. It's got a little chip spot right there. But running does, and that'll get you in trouble. Thanks for coming along, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. Hope you all enjoyed that little video there, footage from my hunt. Hunting is a big part of what we do during this time of year. All of my children have hunted with me My oldest daughter has taken several bucks, several deer, not necessarily bucks, one with a bow. And of course, my son has taken several different animal. He's an active hunter, duck hunter. And my youngest daughter has gone with me. She is not as been aggressive as a hunter as the other two, but that's okay. So we eat a lot of deer meat, y'all. I should have taken a doe last year and just put it off, but we do eat a lot of deer meat and spaghetti, chili, venison. I love venison tacos, soft shell tacos. They are tremendous. So we like to marinate and grill tenderloin, and guys, it's filled the table. It's about as organic as you can get. And I love beef, chicken, and pork and things, but I love some venison. So that's why we hunt, is for the meat. And if you're able to harvest a good buck as well, it makes it worth it. So anyway, guys, get off of that, and let's look at these knives. So I'm going to show a video right here of edge retention. These two knives, like I said, I had done 3 deer, and I'll also try to put some pictures up. Of course, you just saw the one, and then the one I had taken, 2 of the ones I had taken in 23. And I have touched the edge up since I did that video of the paper cut. And they were still sharp, but I had gone on another trip and just wanted to, all I did was run them over ceramic rod and strop them. So they were both still really sharp. Guys, we're not going to go into the history and everything of the 110, but this is my 110. And the reason I know it's my 110, well, I call it CJ's 110, but being a big meathead, I had it out, was cutting some stuff, and wasn't paying attention, knocked it out, or dropped it out on some concrete, and put me a nice little scar right there on it. I was tore up from the floor. But, oh well, it's mine. So if I ever had to identify this one in a lineup, I would know that it has that. Plus, I got to meet CJ back in the summer. And some people are probably, why would you use a knife that was signed by CJ? I have a few others put up around that I got to do that. And why not? I mean, golly, everything can't just not be used. Anyway, so I did add the thumb stud. But this, you could just imagine how they looked after they were dressed. So what I did with this one, I took it, some Dawn Power Wash and some hot soapy water, and washed it out, made sure it was dry, and basically just soaked it down in mineral oil. The wood, the channel, back spring, wiped it down. And yeah, this is my, when I carry a buck 110 to work or whatever, this is the one I carry. I just don't keep it put up for hunting season. But I did notice I've got, and I need to retouch this. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but there is a small little, you may not be able to see it. It may have got most of it out, but there was a little chip in it, and you could see through that paper cut, it skipped a little bit because there was a chip in it there. I think I'd hit some bone on that deer and put a little chip in it. And but yeah, I love the 110. And guys, these things, they come with a great edge, and they hold a great edge. Like I said, 3 deer that I'd field dressed. And you think about, I make my first cut across the chest, and the hair on animal like that will dull your blade if you're not careful in a heartbeat. And plus everything else that's involved in dressing an animal like that. And I was thinking I may have even breasted a turkey, not last year, but the year before too. But anyway, the deer for sure. And then the 119, and guys, you saw through the paper test, razor sharp. And of course I had CJ autograph that one for me too. And I ran this one over a rod and stropped it, and just razor sharp. I love the 119. And guys, yeah, this is a big knife to try to dress a deer with, but the last two that I've taken, I wanted to get shoulder mounted. So you have to be careful. You can't cut way up to, you know, in my experience, has been to get a shoulder mount without messing the cape up. So like I said in the video, I like to take and make my outside cuts with this. And then through the process, if I have to reach up inside the animal to get different things out, then this really helps to be able to do that and make those cuts up inside. And it's also good around different areas that takes a little more leverage that you would not want to use a 110 for. So, but there's a look at my 119. It's not an old one. I've got some old ones, but this one I bought with the sole purpose of I wanted all my own experience with it when I bought this, and then had CJ to sign it. It's nothing special. It's just your Walmart everyday 119, which I really enjoy. Like I said, I've got some others, but this one is mine. And this is my 110. I've got a bunch of other 110s. This is one I bought new at Walmart before they started making all the price jumps. And I've got my divot there, but it's all memories with these knives. And that's what it's about, guys. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed looking at these knives, guys. Like I said, I love Schrade. I love Case. I love some of these older knives. But, guys, my experience has been with the edge that comes from the factory and being able just to touch an edge up. These two do a really, all my bucks have done a really good job. This is sort of my go-to. And who knows, I may change it up and carry my 113 as well. But guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for looking at a couple really nice bucks. Buck's a great company. They stand behind their product. You can go to Walmart and get a quality knife like this one. You can go to Walmart and get a quality knife like this one. And they're great, great American made, great warranty. So guys, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video and the way that it's going. Try to do more of those like that. Just remember that Jesus loves us. He loves us all. We're getting ready to go into the Christmas season, which I know it's not all about gifts or little Debbie's, but there's the hunter's best friend. I've stuck that up here in the room to show, but we're getting ready to come into the Christmas season as we recognize the birth of our Savior and ultimately his death on the cross for our sins. And he loves us. He loves us all. Guys, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the support of the channel. We'll see you on the next video.